So guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're at Sunny Isles Beach, Florida at the project called St Regis Sunny Isles Beach. My name is David Arzumanian. For those who don't know, I'm a realtor, hopefully you're a realtor. And we're here with Luciana Cafresa. She's the VP of marketing of this and some other amazing projects. So we're gonna take advantage of this moment and ask her some question about this project. Luciana, nice meeting you. We would like to ask you some questions about the project, about your developer as well. So please tell us.
My pleasure. It's a pleasure to work with you. Yes. Thank you, David, for the opportunity to assist you. It's always nice to see you and work with your clients. We are here at St Regis Sunny Isles Beach. This is a developer from Argentina. This is the Chateau Group with the Fortune. They are in a partnership working with this building. It's interesting to know when you buy real estate, who did that, what they did in the past,
Absolutely.
And how happy people are. So they just did the Ritz-Carlton Sunny Isles, they did the Fendi Chateau, the Fortune Group are the developers of the Jade. So they do have beautiful buildings in their portfolio to represent itself, how beautiful the things that they have done in the past.
Amazing to have so much in one place. I can't wait to see more information about the project itself. Can you tell us how big is the lot? How many acres of land here?
Very important detail, because when you buy one portion of under air conditioning, that's your property, plus a portion of the common areas. In this building, the portion of common areas is 3 times more than the normal building in Sunny Isles. So in terms of square meters on the ocean, a regular lot has 50 meters. We have 150 meters on the ocean.
It's
a
huge.
Very large
That's
property.
Huge.
Almost 20,000 square meters of land, 2 towers, 6 levels of entertainment.
So you've done already so many amazing projects and you have been selling the other ones. How would you compare the sales of this project to other projects previously sold? What are the pluses and minuses in your opinion?
Yeah, the beauty of our market, we live in one of the best years of the real estate market. We've been selling more than ever. Our numbers are ridiculous high. We've never seen that in the past. We are at $2.3 billion sell out. By the time this tower is finished and sold out, we will have more than $2 billion in sales. And we are able to achieve $800 million in sales in the first year. So we are 70% sold, and we sold over $800 million.
Amazing.
So the numbers are highest than ever. And the other difference that I see in this market, our buyer is buying larger units, and we are accommodating a bigger building with less apartments and larger units, because the buyer are coming with more funds and looking for bigger and better.
Absolutely, absolutely. Especially when you buy at St. Regis, you realize what kind of level of service you're going to receive, what kind of finishing materials you're going to receive. And the design itself, from what I have seen so far, offers so many amenities. In fact, let's talk about that. Would you tell us a little bit more about the security, the amenity, the privacy and the amenities of this project?
I think when you add the St. Regis brand, managing a property, which is 100% residential, managed by a hotel company without the hotel component, is the perfect situation. So you have 6 levels of entertainment space. You have 150 meters of ocean view with swimming pools in the same level of your beach level. And then when we go to the bay side, because the ocean, you have the sunrises in the morning, by the time of the afternoon, the sun will make some shadow in your pool facing the ocean. So we have all our pool deck facing the sunset, elevated on level 6.
Amazing.
So you have all these beautiful common areas and sunrises to sunset. And what else can you wish for? All right, so it sounds good.
So in other words, people who are hungry for sun, for vitamin D, coming from somewhere north, they can enjoy first half of the day on the beautiful beach here, which is, like you said, it's the largest lot available in Sunny Isles.
Exactly.
And then afternoon, you know, after the nap, they can take their kids and go to the pool on the 6th floor. Am I right?
Exactly.
On the 6th floor, facing the west side.
Exactly.
So they're still gonna get all the sun they want. Beautiful.
Exactly. And it's interesting also that some people don't want to have that much sun. So sometimes you really want to be in the pool, but you don't want to be in the sun.
Yes.
So when you go to the oceanfront after 2-3 p.m., you're going to have shadow.
Yeah, and
so
in the morning
options.
to the pool.
Exactly.
And in the morning to the pool.
Exactly.
So you have best of both worlds.
Exactly. You can choose what you want, more sun or less sun,
Actually,
and you have options.
I prefer less sun, so it's good for me.
That's the difference where you come from. But you were in Florida. We have 360 days of sun per year.
Yes.
That's the point that you have too much sun. But if you are coming only for the winter from a colder place, that Miami, it's beautiful to spend the winter here. A lot of people from the north come here. They're looking for the sunniest corner in the building. They just wanted a southeast exposure. And then when you're dealing with people that already comes from hot places, they're looking for the north side that has less sun. So it's a very personal decision how much sun you need.
Agreed. Luciana, I think the next question that everybody would want to have an answer for is food, because when people have fun, next thing they want to do is to eat. Tell us about the restaurants here.
In modern society, everything is involved about food, no?
Yes.
From the old times to the new times, we all the time, and that's what unites all of us, no? The food. So we are trying to come with the next level of food in residential living. So we have 2 restaurants on site.
Okay.
We have the Beach Bar and Grill that is on the first floor, only for the residents, and this is your informal restaurant for the everyday food. And then on the level 4, which is our lobby level, we have a Michelin star restaurant with a very international, well-known name. We don't know the brand yet, but it's supposed to be La Goulette, Cipriani, Zuma, something very international. And that is open to the public with a separate entrance that doesn't disturb the privacy of the residents in the building.
The people that on the beach, what kind of food can be served to them? From that restaurant, or it's something else?
One of the things that we offer that people enjoy, and it's so nice to know, we have everyday breakfasts and a beach bar and grill included in your maintenance. So you leave now the St Regis residences almost like you were in the hotel in vacation without the guests in and out, 100% residential. But then when you come down in your beach bar and grill, which your beach level, you have every morning your cappuccino, your tea, your croissant. That's part of your maintenance already included. And then you still have the a la carte service. You have the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They'll be served in your pool and the beach area. You can call in your apartment. So it's exactly like a hotel.
Nice, nice. What about gym, yoga place, meditation place, like maybe some kind of entertainment for kids?
Yes, that's the beauty of having a hotel brand managing and helping us to divide those spaces. So we have 6 levels of entertainment, and then divide the level by age, interest, different types of activities.
Wow.
So you start from the first floor is the beach bar and grill. Then you go to the 3rd floor because it's first and second together, takes this whole space of the base. On the 3rd floor is the wellness center. So you have your spa, you have your gym, you have a hair salon, a barber shop, you have couples massage, individual massage. So everything you think about a full service spa, we do that on the 3rd level. And then from the 4th level, it's where you arrive in the building. So you have this beautiful 2-story lobby looking to the ocean with a very nautical theme. You're gonna see wood, beige, very elegant. And then when you cross the lobby level, you go to the restaurant. The restaurant, it's that international well-known restaurant that will be open to the public with a separate entrance. And then from there, you go to level 5. Level 5 is more like adult area, bar, cognac, golf simulator. And then we go to level 6. Level 6 is where you have that sunset pool that we spoke about. And that area, we also have the guest suites. I don't know if you're familiar with that concept.
Well, there used to be cabanas in the past that
Exactly,
I've seen.
exactly. Yeah. It's kind of like the ultimate cabana. We still have the cabanas, which is beach level, that you use to go to the beach. You have air conditioning, you have a bathroom, and we're going to be selling those beach cabanas separate.
Nice.
Those ones we do have.
So somebody, I'll interrupt you for a sec. Somebody could buy a nice, penthouse or a bigger unit, and then for their guests, they could buy a cabanas down.
Exactly.
Downstairs.
That will be one option if you want to buy an extra real estate, which is the beach cabanas. If you don't buy, you have access to the level 6, what we call guest suites. They're hotel rooms, the same hotel that you go around the world with the St. Regis standard, a nice space, very well decorated. And you can reserve only if you own a property at St. Regis. So this is exclusively for the residents and their family.
Now let's talk about the residences itself. First, an intriguing question to me personally. This is a 62-story towers. Are they going to be higher than Porsche and Turnberry or not?
Exactly, yes. The city of Sunny Isles is a very modern city. It's a very new city. It's only 26 years old. So the city allows us to go higher. We can go up to 62-story high.
Amazing.
Last development, last decade, the maximum was 650 feet. Now we can go 750. So we are gaining more floors, and we offer a better price per square feet because the development buys the land and builds so much more units than a regular lot that you only can go 15, 20-story high. You have a better price per square feet and a more space to appreciate compared to other prices that are selling in Miami. So Sunny Isles is kind of the deal of the high end on the beach.
Absolutely. Now, talking a little bit about the timeline, you have two towers. Which one are you going to start first? Which one is it bigger? What is the privilege of one tower versus the other?
I think they're pretty much the same. If you're buying the South Tower, the North Tower, you're buying the same development with same architecture, the same designs, and the same amenities. The difference that the South Tower is a little bit bigger. So when you look into the picture, you have a tower that looks wider than the other one. That would be the South Tower. And that's the tower that we're selling today. The South Tower right now, it's 70% sold. Once we sell the South Tower, we start selling the North Tower. By the time you start construction, they'll be built almost at the same time. So there'll be no construction after delivery, but we will deliver the South Tower first with the clubhouse, with the swimming pools. And then 1 year later, we're closing on the North.
So the entire infrastructure will be completed with South Tower. That means the people that move in at South Tower, they can enjoy all the amenities already before the second tower, the North Tower even built.
The gym, the pool, the restaurants, everything will be finished by the time the South Tower is closed, but you'll be doing kitchens and bathrooms on the North Tower. So it's a delay on the closings, but the building will be ready. So it's gorgeous. It's really a beautiful building.
Lucian, some of our viewers are high net worth individuals that are looking for this exclusivity. Do you have any penthouses left in the South Tower?
Interesting enough, usually penthouses are the last ones to be sold. Any other building, they sell the smallest units first. At the end, they only have the large units. We are the other way around. We're selling the biggest and better first, and we have the smaller later. We sold already our penthouse. I'm so sorry to break your heart.
Okay.
We sold our $60 million penthouse, which is a 2-story duplex penthouse on the rooftop, but we have the lower penthouse. So here, I know some countries, they have only one penthouse. In America, they have a couple of penthouses. So they're all gorgeous, they're all beautiful. They are different than the rest of the units because they have higher ceilings and they have private swimming pool in the balcony, and they take the whole floor.
Wow.
So we have the lower penthouse on the level 60, 59, and 58. 60, 61, it's already sold, which is the 2-level penthouse, 61, 62, I'm sorry. So you have 60, 58, and 59, one per floor, private pool, around 30-something million. So that will be what it will cost today, a whole floor unit.
So if somebody is interested particularly in a penthouse and you need more information, or for any other unit, you can always follow up me on Telegram, and we'll go from there. If somebody is looking from the investment point of view, because this is per significant amount to invest into real estate, or somebody who lives in multiple continents at the same time, what are the restrictions here? Let's say I buy a unit here and I live 6 months of the year. Am I allowed to rent the unit at all? Is there any restrictions on that?
The restrictions for the rental, it's minimum 6 months. So because now you live at St Regis residence, the last thing you want to feel like you are in the hotel. You wanted the service, but you don't want the in and out of the people. So in order to keep that privacy and the level of residences, we allow rentals, but minimum 6 months. So that guarantee for you that buying, you're never going to rent out, that you're not going to see people coming luxurious, every month in a different unit. And then besides that, I would see the point of investment. The majority of the people that buys with us, they buy as a second home, as their first home, or a place that they really desire to own a piece of the ocean and Sunny Isles. But when you look into the price per square feet today, we're very competitive with the price per square feet of the Miami today. When you look into the price per square meter, that would be an easy way to our international buyers understand. we can see prices in the city that goes up to $50 to $60,000 per square meter. So that is the highest that we've seen on the ocean. Those prices you only see on the ocean. You don't see in the city, you don't see in the bay.
Absolutely.
So the most valuable land that you can find in Miami to buy, resell, build, it's oceanfront property.
And there is only so much land left, especially in Sunny Isles.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, Sahara also belongs to your group, right? Or no?
I'm not sure that portion. We are looking to, I believe the Sahara is the Desert family, could be. I think the Desert family owns the Sahara land.
So,
the Chateau group has another piece of land in the beach coming up, but those are things that
for the future
God knows
years.
what they're going to build, who's going to buy, who's going to sell.
I guess I will rephrase my question. I'm trying to say to our viewers that there is not much land left in Sunny Isles.
Yes.
Particularly, it's a Sahara, it's another piece of land south of here, and that's it.
And every single piece of land already has an owner, already has plans. And it's very limited how much, and you can take a Google map, you can see how well developed the city is. So every time land costs more because of offer and demand. So when you compare the prices per square meter, because we can go higher, we can build 60-story high, we can offer better price per square meter than the same developer that is selling a building with 15-story high, 20-story high, because he needs to catch up with the price of the land. So when you buy less than what everybody else is paying on the beach, you have more room to appreciate the deal you make when you buy, not when you sell. So if you can buy new construction with a 5-star hotel branding behind, which is the St Regis Residences, 5 acres on the ocean at $25 per square feet, $25,000 per square meter, I would say, no?
Roughly, yes.
Yes, that is what is 2,500 per square feet, no?
Yes.
Yes, the math is good. You can compare to other things being sold in the city at $50 to $60 per square meters. So we are pretty much have a lot of room to continue catching up. We are 50% less than everything
there
in
is
new
price
construction.
increase potential in place, basically.
Exactly.
Luciana, can you please tell us about the average unit that is still available in South Tower? And can we go a little bit to overview what's available as far as the finishing materials, as far as the options, what they can choose?
Sure.
Can we do that?
So all the apartments comes completely finished. So they all come with Italian kitchen cabinets for Montani. They come with your beautiful marble bathrooms. All the floors will be finished. All the apartments are facing the ocean. So everybody has the beautiful things that you see around in our videos and our pictures. Then the difference is the size. You pay more if you buy more. So the smallest one is 200 square meters, which should be around 5 million something. And then you can go to 250 square meters, 300 meters, 400 meters, all the way up to a whole floor. So if we take a whole floor, we can do a 1,000 square meter apartment, which we already did for other clients, accommodating a couple of units. So you can buy 4 apartments per floor, 200, 300, 400 square meter. Then you can buy half of a floor, 500 square meter for each side, or a whole floor, 1,000 square meters. And then the prices goes 5 million, 7, 8, 10, 12, 25, 33, 35. So that's pretty much what it ranges, from 5 to 35 today.
Now, the people that pay deposits now, can we go over the timeline, how they pay, how much they pay originally?
Yes, that's the beauty of new construction. You do wait for this to be built, but you pay little by little. So it's perfect if you are moving and you wanted to start pay deposits every year. That's how we work in new construction. 30% when you sign the purchase agreement, 10% 1 year later, 10% 2 years later. So you have 3 years to complete 50%. And then when the building is ready, which should be by 2027, you have a balance of 50% due, and that's when you do your closing, and you still have access to finance. If somebody wants to finance that remaining 50, 60%, the majority of international buyers are allowed to finance in America. So that would be something that, not because they don't have the money, that's something interesting because a lot of our international buyers think, oh, I'm not financing if I have the money to pay. It's just the American mentality. Sometimes you invest that in dollar, your money, it's being given you a higher return than you can borrow.
You don't tie it. You
exactly.
Don't tie it during
Finance is always an option. So by the closing, you have that opportunity.
And it's a very common question for the investor to ask how much and when they pay, because they want to make sure that their payments goes in parallel with the performance of the project, that they see the construction going on.
Yes,
so,
which is a risk that we always think about it when you're buying pre-construction, because you're buying the promise and the very beautiful dream that this is going to be done. So the way that they protected the funds in the US, when you pay that first deposit, it goes to a trust account. That trustee that holds the deposit, it can only be used for hardcore construction. So the trustee cannot take the money and give back to the builder. They have to be to the construction company, which is a third-party company. Some countries, the developer is the same guy that builds. Here you have a company that is doing the construction, a company that is managing the development itself, and you have the trustee.
That's very, very important, because when you design it with requirements of the company that will manage it, that means they take in consideration every inch of this property to make sure that when they take over to manage, they already know what they're managing.
Exactly.
Because I've seen issues when the property has the switch of management team, and that creates an issue. But since they're here from the beginning, during the design, architect, engineer, all that work, they already know what the end product they're going to receive here, and that's very important.
Because when we sell in pre-construction, we sell the imagination, the dream, and the promises. When you sell in the resale market, you sell the reality. You sell the opinion that people live in the building, your neighbors, your friends, people that experience not the presentation of salesperson, the reality, what is to live in that building. And you can see that in the numbers. Both buildings are built at the same time, and then they are selling almost the same price, and some buildings and the resale catch more value than the other buildings. And then you ask yourself, why certain buildings getting more appreciation value than the others? And it's all about service, because 100%. They're all beautiful. They're all beautiful. They all have the best architecture.
People that enjoy it, they will not leave it. They will recommend it to others. And people who are not happy start to sell it, so the value affects by that.
Exactly.
Service is everything.
And that has to do with the services. So you're going to notice now that the hotel company that is being very popular to brand a building with the hotel name is not just to look fancy, it's to give a better quality of service. And nobody can manage a company better, condominium better than a five-star hotel company that has been doing that for decades. St. Regis is over 100 years old. It's the first hotel. It's in America. St. Regis, it is American brand. They open in New York, and then they reproduce that level of service with your 24 hours butler, your concierge, your spa, the champagnes at the sunsets, the teas in the afternoon. So the tradition of a good elevated level of service, you can experience that in the residential level.
Do you see anybody moving from St. Regis of Ball Harbor to this St. Regis?
Yes.
And if so, why?
Because they know the good service, they know the brand, and they've been looking to other properties. I talk with a lot of St. Regis residents to the last 10 years that have been selling Sunny Isles, and it's always hard to match their lifestyle. And this is the first time that I present to a St. Regis resident from Ball Harbor that said, oh, finally I can see a building that I see myself moving in what I have.
There you go.
Because this is the maximum of service. You know, when you're living in Four Seasons and you live in Ritz-Carlton, you live in St. Regis, you live in Baccarat. So all those hotel brands is not only to be fancy, they are the best in their category of service.
They meet the expectations, that's it. They meet the expectations.
Service is everything. Service is love. You know, you go to a hotel and you well serve it, you love it. You love it. If you go to a beautiful hotel and that's not well managed, doesn't matter how beautiful is the pool and how beautiful is the architecture, if you're not well treated, you don't like, you don't enjoy. So that's why I think those hotel companies are getting better resale value because of that, because of real experience of the residents.
Guys, today we're in Sunny Isles at St. Regis Residence. I'm David Arzumanian, hopefully your realtor, and today we're here with VP of Marketing, Luciana Cafresi. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And I hope we're going to come back here shortly with our buyers.
It will be a pleasure to help you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Absolutely. Yeah, St. Regis definitely knows how to keep the bar high. I hope you guys as impressed with this project as I am. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. Your realtor, David from Miami.